Now that Alden's out of the way, it's time to move against Kessler. Strategically, though, he's got you pinned in the historic district. Head over to the 19th Street drawbridge and open it. That way you have an out in case things go haywire. 20 seconds.
Where are you gonna be?
I'll be there when you need me. 5 seconds.
Heard that one before.
So, yeah. New thing about this district, because these guys are... I mean, this is the final map, so things are going to get real intense over here. On buildings...
Membership levels surged after the Civil War as they sought out people who shared their interests and beliefs. But it was the arrival of Richard Tate in 1892 that resulted in the creation of what we consider the First Sons. Tate's primary goal was to use the technology of the time to unlock the true power of mentalists. Tate firmly believed that emerging technologies, particularly the work of Edison, could be used to enhance the group's mental powers.
Right, so occasionally on buildings you'll find landmines, and you'll obviously be able to hear them because they beep obnoxiously. So one quick zap will destroy them, but if you do touch on them, you'll take damage, but it won't be anything super detrimental. It's more of a annoyance than anything. So yeah, you've done this before. You've opened up the drawbridge, so this will open up everything up in the game, so you'll be able to freely go between all 3 islands with ease. Meanwhile, I found a whole bunch of blast shards in this one mission. I guess just because I was on the new island. Up. And new battery core. So, the historic district, you'll have to deal with the First Sons, and the First Sons are pretty hardcore. They, pretty hardcore.
Together is drawing to a close, Cole, and I fear that you're still not ready to face what is coming. So I've decided to accelerate things. Evolve or die, as they say. Shall we begin?
Yeah, and that's a First Sons conduit. They're not too bad, just keep your distance. They have no projectile attacks, but they're pretty fast. They can easily, as you can see, they slap the crap out of you. But you have to aim for the First Sons who is inside the center of those guys, and once you do enough damage, they...
What Trish means to you, Cole, how much you love her. But we all have our part to play. Even her. And that's why she's sitting here next to me. I planted a series of bombs across the city, and each is on a timer. Fail to disarm any of them before they detonate, and she dies.
Cool! Bastard.
I've engaged the timer on the first bomb. You don't have much time.
Yeah, things getting serious. So, you drain the energy of the bombs, and that's how you disarm it. And with each bomb, there's going to be a huge wave of First Sons, and usually 1 or 2 conduits. So you've shot the center of the conduit where the actual body is, and once you do enough damage, he'll revert to a normal form and float up in the air, which is when you can, pretty much kill them. But you are timed, so make sure that once you're done with the wave and Kessler announces the next bomb needs to be disarmed, you ignore everything else and make your way to that bomb. That is your priority.
Alive because of you, Cole. Someone's brother, sister. The next bomb is armed.
Yeah, waste no time. And this mission isn't exactly hard, it's just don't dawdle. I can't believe I said that.
I don't expect you to understand any of this, Cole. Not yet, anyway. But someday, you'll thank me. Of that, I am certain. That's 5 people now. alive people that will see another sunrise. But I wonder, did you save them because it was the right thing to do? Or because you're trying to protect Trish?
Sasha was crazy, Alden was insane, but Kessler is on a completely different level.
I've started the timer on the next bomb.
This bomb's probably the trickiest one.
It's amazing the things you forget. The smell of someone. The way their eyes light up when they're happy. Those are the things to cherish, Cole.
Like I said, this is probably the hardest bomb to take care of just because there aren't any sources of electricity nearby. But take these guys out anyway, and then after you get yourself an opening, get out of the park and back onto the streets where you can get some lampposts just in case. Wow, the conduit snuck up on me like that. Oh, and also along with the conduits, there are some enemies who are cloaked. There are other giant, they're the equivalent of rocket launcher reapers or stuff like that, where these guys have shotguns, but they're also invisible. But once you shock them, it messes up their cloaking device. But the fact that these guys come in packs and they have shotguns, they can easily take you out in a swarm. So just be mindful that those are the kind of enemies that are here. And also, something the First Son's enemies can do that is sort of interesting. When they run around, sometimes they'll cover their faces and start running around in a panic because they're imitating pedestrians.
Tick-tock, tick-tock. The final bomb is counting down. And it comes down to this, your final test. From one roof hangs Trish, the love of your life. From the other, 6 doctors. Think of all the good they'll be able to do, the thousands of lives they'll save. Which is more important, Cole? The life of one, or the lives of many? Bombs are attached to each platform. You have time to save one, but not both. Choose.
Yeah, it's a Spider-Man choice. Spoiler, cover your ears for the next 5 seconds. There's no way to save Trish. Okay, spoiler's done.
Disappointed, Cole. Very disappointed. I expected more from you. Thought you'd be able to set aside your selfishness. See the big picture.
Trish!
Looks like I was wrong.
Get me out of this! Trish!
Time slowed down as Trish fell. All my powers, and I couldn't do a thing. For a second, she sprung to life, just long enough to say that she was ashamed of what I'd become. That God had given me these powers, and I'd squandered them, hurting others and thinking only of myself. I buried her in the park alongside others who died.